Hello everyone. Yeah, this setup here is a bit different from what you're used from me. It's indoors and it's going to be an unpacking, unloading video of my backpack, the monster backpack, the one or the setup I have used on my recent West Highland Way hike, the West Highland Way version 2 from October, the Wild Camping edition. That's how I called it. Yeah, I hope you like the decoration. I had planned to do this unpacking and unloading video already since last May when I did my first West Highland Way hike, and the first people asked for unloading, unpacking. What's your gear? Please show why it's so heavy and things like that. And yeah, I thought, okay, now I have to film it outside somewhere, and I had no time to film it during the hike, so I thought, okay, I have to take the backpack and go to a nice spot outside and film it there. And yeah, like it never really happened. I don't know, it was too complicated. I live in a city, so I would have, had to go with the backpack somewhere into a forest or something. I know, it would have been nicer, and I thought about it, and maybe in the future I will do it. But for now, just in order to really get it done, I do it indoors. So that's the explanation. I still hope you like my nature decoration. Okay, enough talking about that. Let's start with the things that are not on the backpack. That's, well, the stuff that I'm wearing. Sometimes it goes into the backpack, like the jacket. If it's very warm, put it into the backpack and only hike with a t-shirt. But I think on the last West Highland Way in October, I never hiked only with the t-shirt. I always had the jacket on. If it rains, then get the rain jacket out and then change a bit. What else? Yeah, well, hiking pants, socks, underwear, t-shirt. My hat, don't have to explain that. It has nothing to do with the backpack. Of course, shoes are not in the backpack. Lova Renegade. I will have a full gear list in the description below. So yeah, makes things a bit easier, so I don't have to explain every single product. And then also not in the backpack are usually my hiking sticks, hiking poles. Because I use them. Those are foldable ones. Very nice from Leaky. If I don't need them, I put them here in the side pocket where I attach them. But normally I need them. Also during the day, I always need the GoPro, and the GoPro is filming at the moment, the GoPro video camera, but I would attach it onto this little tripod here, which is really cool because it's like a normal tripod, 1 meter high, I think. And that's what I use then to quickly just put it on the ground and film myself going somewhere to these shots. But I can also use it as a selfie stick. This is pretty cool. Just can adjust this here pointing into my direction, can make it longer, and it's like a selfie stick. So it's a combination of tripod and selfie stick. And yeah, it looks like such a thing you cannot really buy. So it's improvised, and I got it from someone else on the internet who suggested it. It was a different YouTube video, but it's really cool. However, this is not about the single products. I always have to catch myself because I start talking about every single product and why it's cool and why not. It's about unloading here. Yeah? If you're interested in hearing or want to get some more detailed information about a certain product, just let me know down in the description and then we do it. Okay, now the backpack, here it is in all its glory. It's packed. I just checked, it is 17.6 kilograms, which matches what I had on the last West Highland Way. It would surprise me why it would not match, because it's the same stuff in there. So during the West Highland Way, I was always saying, okay, 17 kilos, 70 kilos, but to be exact, it was 17.6, maybe even a bit more, because when I started, I had way more food in there, and this food is not in there right now. I will show you. So the backpack, it's a Tatonka Yukon 70, which the name indicates that it's a 70-liter backpack, but I'm pretty sure that it's 80-liter because I've compared it with many other backpacks. And if I try to put the things that are in here into a normal 70-liter backpack, it doesn't fit. But it fits into a second 80-liter backpack I have. So that's why I think this is also 80-liter. It's a 70 plus 10. And if you check the naming of Tatonka in the online shop, or just somewhere in some shops, it's always a plus 10 thing. So they have the Tatonka Yukon 50 plus 10, 60 plus 10, 70 plus 10. So I think this is 70 plus 10. But this is a model that I bought in 2009. So that's not the Yukon anymore that you can buy now from Tatonka. It has changed completely, believe me. So this is really heavy duty. It weighs 3 kilograms empty. And yeah, it's very durable. I bought it as a backpacking backpack. Backpacking means, you can travel through Southeast Asia and things like that. You just need something to haul your gear on flights, on trains, on buses. And yeah, I didn't buy it as a hiking backpack, but as a carry all my stuff with me for 1 year or something. Yeah, because I traveled to Asia more than 1 year, and that was with me then at that time, and it worked perfectly. I know even for backpacking, some people would say, oh, it's too big, it's too big, it's too big. But that's just me. I like to carry a lot of stuff. And even I prefer having a big backpack and not having it full all the time. If I have 80 liters, it gives me more flexibility. I can only pack it with 60 liters of stuff, but then I have 20 liters of flexibility. I can buy souvenirs or whatever, food, things like that. So that was the reason why I got the biggest version in 2009. So you cannot buy this anymore. It's a Tatonka, the German brand. And yeah, like I said, if you check now the current Tatonka Yukon 70 plus 10 backpacks, totally different thing. I'm sure they're still very, very good. It's a very good brand, but it's just completely different backpack. The closest this backpack is to a Tasmanian Tiger backpack. A Tasmanian Tiger also belongs to Tatonka. So it's a German brand and it's produced by Tatonka. And interestingly, that's the backpack I had with me in Norway on the Lofoten crossing. That backpack, I forgot the name, I will put it into the description, is almost like this one. Very, very, very similar. So they still make this backpack, but it's now a Tasmanian Tiger, which is military product, more durable, heavy duty, things like that. And that's what this was. It's still all the original straps, all the original clips. Nothing ever broke here. Nothing since 2009. I traveled with it over 1 year through Asia. Yeah, I hiked so many hikes with it. I went through the Himalaya with it, to Annapurna circuit, all this stuff. Nothing ever broke. The only thing now that started coming off in this year, during or just before the West Highland Way in May, was this zipper here on the front. There's one zipper here, where you can put some things. It's very nice. And this one came off, so it's broken now. I cannot use it anymore. The glue gave up. It's somehow, I don't know. But everything else there's nothing is broken. No zipper, nothing. It's very remarkable. And very, very, very cool. Very happy. And I don't really want to give it up. I'm really thinking of, okay, can I fix this? Because it's just, they don't make it anymore. Well, you have to buy the Tasmanian Tiger backpack, but that has some other problems, but that's for a different video. Love it. Love this backpack. Okay, everything here. Let's start with the unloading. Yeah, it's packed in a way exactly the way I packed it during the West Island way. It means, yeah, some things you need to access during the day easily. Other things are deep inside because you only need them in the evening or at night. Yeah, so that's the idea. So outside attached here is a water bottle. Let's take that off. It's just normal Nalgene water bottle. Take that off. What else do we have outside? I always take these little, well, how would you call them? Isolation mats, aluminum mats. They weigh nothing. It's just like, well, it's still a couple of grams, but for me, I think it's nothing. It's a tiny one, you know that you would use for sitting. Okay, it still actually has some West Island Way souvenirs on it. I hope no ticks. Fingers crossed. So that's what I would use for, yeah, if I have a break and I want to sit down and it's wet or it's cold, use this. Or in the evening, at the tent, I would maybe keep outside so that when you have to knee down before you go into the tent or something, that you don't have to put your knee on the wet grass or mud or whatever. So it's also very nice for the camp then, for the tent. So small version, then this is a bigger version. Very, very happy that I have it. Well, that's quite, I don't know, maybe that's 1 meter by 50 centimeters. And that's, yeah, I got the bigger version because I thought, okay, if I ever have to put the whole backpack on the ground, just laying on the ground, and I sometimes have to, because when you want to put on the rain cover, and yeah, I find it very complicated, so I find it easier if I can put the whole backpack just on the ground, and then I would put it on here so it doesn't get dirty, it doesn't get wet. And this will also serve very well inside of the tent. You see it in some of my shots. So it's like when I was camping on a very wet ground, or not just wet, also cold, wet, muddy ground, and you really don't want to put anything right onto the tent floor. Means not your foot, you don't want to sit on the tent floor, nothing, is because it's always wet. And this was isolating and keeping the wetness away and the dirt away. So really cool as kind of a carpet inside of the tent. I know it's a luxury, but it weighs nothing. It's just big, yeah. It's like, and it's what many things are here. They're just big, but they weigh nothing. But of course, overall, then adds up to 17.6 kilograms, and that's what some people would call crazy, but it's just me. So if you have after this video, if you have any recommendations for me how to save weight, let me know, and I will think about it. At the moment, I have no clue how to reduce the weight of the stuff I'm hiking with. Okay, what's next? Will be these outside pockets, which I still love. I love backpacks when they have these side pockets. There are many hiking backpacks that don't have side pockets anymore, which I think it's just crazy. It sucks. So on this side, what do we have? I don't know either. Okay, it's a bug spray or tarn. It's again ticks, mosquitoes, always handy. Also in here I had the Smidge. It's a British product. Smidge, just it's a spray. Is also but specially made for the midges. And when I was there the last 2 times, I always had a tiny little bottle with me. But I never really needed it because this was doing it as well. Then what's in here? Okay, the secret shovel. You know what this is? This is for the bush toilet. You dig a hole and things like that. And with it is with some toilet paper. some disinfection wipes for the hands, and important are these, oh, how do you call them, dog poo bags. It's a roll of small rubbish bags where where I would carry the toilet paper and then throw away in the evening or the next day. It's not disgusting, I know, but that's what you have to do in the wilderness. You cannot just leave your toilet paper all over the place. It sucks. If everyone does it, not good. Of course, I would not carry my poop home. It's a bit too extreme, but at least toilet paper I would carry. And that's very easy. It's light. And these bags are, these dog poo bags are made to carry dog poo, yeah? So they're very durable. They will not break. You will not have a problem with them. So, this. And no, there's something else on there. Okay, okay, this is okay, something I always carry. It's for flights. Yeah, I use these. How do you call them? Do you know what it is? I don't know the English name, but I use this to secure the zippers or to secure the straps here, that they don't open during the flight, or when they are carried by the people to the plane and back. I would just secure this so this doesn't open. And then, of course, in order to open it again, okay, I have to be careful with my nature decoration here. In order to then open it again at the destination, I carry scissors with me. A tiny little scissor in a tiny little sock to protect it. I don't know. I know it's crazy. It has nothing to do with the hike, but it's in there, and I need it whenever I take this thing on a flight, on a plane. Oh, come back up here. Okay, I think there was this pocket here. It's done. What's on the other side? This one. What do we have here? Okay, that's where I would store snacks during the day. It's just an example. I would carry way more snacks, and I would spread them out. And on this side pocket, both side pockets, you would have snacks like nuts, protein bars, chocolate, whatever is available. On some hikes, I had to take, or I didn't have to take, but I did take many of these protein bars. Because you plan ahead a little bit, and you know, okay, there will be no supermarket or no shop. I cannot stock up with my food for 3 or 4 days. Then you have to carry 3 or 4 days of food. That means then if I need 3, 4, whatever, how many protein bars and nuts per day, then you multiply it with the days, and then you easily suddenly have 15 muesli bars spread somehow in the bag, and those are heavy. So that's so snacks. What else on this side? Okay, this is a little tiny little towel, and could use it for shower, but the purpose for this was in preparation for the wet camping, just to clean the tent inside. Not to clean it, but to wipe it inside, to make it dry. In case I have to set up the tent in the rain and then the inside gets a little bit wet. So just to have it a bit nicer, wipe it all. And you can also wipe the outside of the tent before you pack it if you want. So, but that's what I used it for. I didn't use it for showering. It was just to keep the tent dry. And I used it a lot. It was very good. So it's one of these tiny little towels. I will throw everything on the floor, And that's already that side. So it's not so much in this side pocket, because I would mainly fill it up with snacks. That's what it's for. Okay, then next is the top pocket. That has a lot of stuff. If I open it, or if someone opens it, person would say, okay, it's chaos. But for me, I know exactly what is in there, and I only put in there what I know, okay, I will need during the day, or in case of a urgent situation, I want these things to be ready. That's why it's in here. So it's the beanie. You see in many of my shots, I would just switch. Sometimes it's even in my side pocket. If the weather changes a lot between sunny, cold, wind, whatever, I would only just have this in the side pocket. Then your gloves. I did not need on this October hike, also not in Norway, but I cannot remember any hike where I needed gloves. It was never that cold, but I never have cold hands, so it's like. And then what else do we have here? Here's a tiny little bag, okay, with things. Tiny little zipper bag to keep it all dry. There's my wallet, some ibuprofen. It's always handy to have. These are spare SD cards and 2 spare GoPro batteries. Sometimes I would have 4 in there, yeah, because the GoPro, especially in cold weather, needs many batteries. So yeah, batteries, SD cards, charging cable for the phone. Also, I would always remind myself to charge the phone whenever I'm in a cafe situation, because then I take the wallet out and then I realize, oh, there's the cable. Reminds me of charging the phone. It's just why I keep these things together. That's the idea behind it. Then water filter is in here. Be free. Can give you a review in a different video, but I like this very, very much. Yeah, rain cover for the backpack. What else? Okay, these are 2 things. First, the black thing here. That's a filter. A noise filter that goes onto the GoPro camera. It's a very cheap eBay product. It's probably already broken, and I have to order it new. And I still have to check my footage if it worked at all. So it's supposed to go onto the GoPro, yeah, like this, and then in windy situations, it's supposed to protect the microphones and give you better audio. So this thing I have there because I don't know where else to put it. And this is something I need it for Great Britain, for the UK. It's an adapter because firstly it has 2 USB charging outlets, and then it's a plug for the UK, and it's also an adapter for for German plugs. So I just needed this thing. And what else do we have here? Yeah, sunscreen, tiny little 30 sunscreen. Headlamp. Yeah, I got this new actually for the trip because I thought, okay, it will be a lot of footage or a lot of stuff will be in the dark. So I got this new because it has different lights. So it has white light, but it also has, well, it has different, okay, the white is the best, but it also has red light, green light, blue light, and back to the white light. I didn't use during the hike. I can already say that. So I don't know when this video is. I will release this before the other hiking videos or after. But if it's before, I have to spoiler. Okay, I didn't use any of the colors. If it's after, then you have already seen that I didn't use any of red or blue, whatever. So yeah, that's a good headlamp. What else is in there? Okay, yeah, this is Smidge net, so it's a mosquito net, and yeah, it's from the same brand than this Smidge spray, so the special mosquito spray they have in the UK, yeah, against the midges. Never needed so far, fingers crossed. What else? Sunglasses, important. Then there's another bandana, scarf, you know, different multi-purpose. You can put on your head, over your ears, around your neck. Always good to have. Okay, this is some sticky tape, kind of a duct tape, but it's meant to fix sleeping mat, tent, things like that. Yeah, I needed it in one situation. Yeah, go and check out the videos. I don't know why I have it up there and not deeper inside, but it just fits there. Okay, that's all already. Okay, we're getting closer. Now, finally, the inside. Okay, then we have some inside pocket here. Normally, well, you put your first aid kit here, but yeah, I'm misusing it. What else we have here? There's something I always take with me in case it gets very, very cold. Yeah, it's just like a, how do you call it? Ski mask or something. Yeah, something you would put on your head. You know, if it gets very, very cold. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, credit cards, passport, things like that. And I always have my Swiss knife here, because I don't know why I have it here. It's just there's no reason. It's just I'm used to have it here, and whenever I think, okay, where's my Swiss knife? I know it's here, so it's always at the same spot. So I don't have to think if I need it, but still. Okay, now getting even more inside here. Opening it up. So, when you arrive at the campsite, let's first get out some other things. Rain jacket, important. It's always something, always has to be at the top, because you will need it multiple times during the day. And then, the rest is, packed a bit how I like it. Some things are on top for no reason, because they cannot be at the bottom, they have to be somewhere. So, but what I've started to say, or to explain, is if you arrive at the campsite, and first thing you need at the campsite is your tent. Yeah? Especially if it rains or something like that, you want to be quick to get your tent out. So you don't want to unpack half of your backpack and then find your tent at the bottom. So that's not smart. So the tent is kind of at the top for me. Not 100%, but kind of. As there's still some things that I have to unload before I have access to the tent, and I only do it because they're heavy and I want to have them very high in the backpack, because then it's better to carry. So when I arrive at the campsite, I have to remove the first layer to access the tent. But it's in plastic bags, so that's my toiletries. Yeah, many people would say, okay, there's way too much stuff. Let's have a quick look what I carry with me. I have to admit it's a lot. So that's some washing soap. I only needed this in the hotel in Fort William, so at the end of the hike, in order to wash some clothes, to have something for the flight. Deodorant, yeah, tiny little bit. I like it. Sometimes it's just for myself. I hate smelling my own sweat after a couple of days. Then I always carry this as a Voltaren cream. It's something if you have knee pain or back pain. Then this is some face cream, toothpaste. Then there's a spoon / fork. I don't know why I keep it in here, but keep it in there. Toothbrush. There's some multi-purpose outdoors wash. So it's body wash, shampoo, dishwashing detergent, and clothes detergent. Oh, it's also for clothes. Didn't know. So yeah, didn't use much. What else? This is just some Q-tips to clean the ears. So it's toiletries. Have to take out, put on the ground. It's in a plastic bag. Doesn't matter. Then there's some food here. Oh, it's also interesting. Yeah, this is just food, or this is just dinner for 3 evenings. Man, look how big this already is and what it weighs. I mean, this one package is like 500 grams, between 300 and 500 grams, depending on the flavor. Okay, it's a bit lighter. Yeah, but it adds up. So this is just 3. But on some hikes not on some hikes, the last West Island Way, I was carrying 7 of those. So it's like double plus 1. So I don't know, I could fit it in there, but yeah, it's like I prefer to have good quality dinner, this dry food with me, and I know I cannot buy it anywhere there during the hike, so means I have to bring it. So is this real tomat or some other brands, whatever it is, they're all very similar. Yeah. So food, and then what other food do I have in here? Okay, this is our breakfast. Instant coffee and porridge. Then also here, you know, like I would carry for 7 days with me. But this is only 2 porridges, but imagine 5 more. Then the package gets even bigger. Yeah, then these things that I have on top here, I would already be able to access the tent now, but just showing you what things, the things that first pop out of the backpack first. This is the drone. I took it with me on the last West Island Way hike. I didn't have it in May yet. I bought it for the hike in Norway. So it's a tiny little drone in here. It's a Kindle ebook reader, which I got for this October hike for the long dark nights in the tent. And then it's just a DJI 4K Mini. It's the drone. It's a remote control. All very good protected here. But yeah, it's easy to access. But still, I don't use it a lot. I prefer using it then at the campsite when I have time. So either in the evening or the next morning. But during the day, then just stopping and having the drone fly. Like, yeah, I don't do much. It takes a lot of time, and then usually people are around, and I don't want to disturb them. Then there's the second of these GoP cases, big box. This is the most heavy thing because this has all my batteries. This has all electricity. Here we go. These are spare SD cards. And this compartment here has all the cables, USB, USB-C cables. Then charger for the GoPro. This is a little thermometer first time used on this West Highland Way hike. So it shows you the temperature. It tracks the temperature the whole night, and then the next morning you have an idea what was the coldest temperature. It's pretty cool. Then there's a little tent light I used on this hike. It's a bit nicer than using a headlamp the whole time. Then these are batteries for the drone, and then 2 power banks. Yeah, I needed 2 power banks because especially now on this hike, because I didn't go to any campsite or to any hotel or whatever for 8 days, and that really meant I needed 2 power banks. And whenever I was somewhere just for half an hour in a cafe or something, I was always made sure that I charge it a little bit. But yeah, it just worked. These 2 power banks lasted just okay for 8 days. That's crazy. Oh, sorry. There we go. And then finally, here we have the. Well, first, what's this? Rain pants, yeah, which I usually don't wear, but I should wear them more often. Okay, now, but now I continue with what I wanted to say from the very beginning. You arrive at the campsite, first thing you want to get out is your tent. Just, I had to take out some other things, but here we go. Okay, tent. First thing I would grab is the tent poles. About the tent, it's a MSR Hubba Hubba NX2 tent. I use it since a couple of years, very happy with it. 1.5 kilograms. There are lighter ones, the Big Agnes I think is lighter, but it also has some more disadvantages in strong winds. And so I think this is it's a very, very popular tent for for backpacking, for hiking, for a reason, because it's good in wind, it's good in rain, it's not too heavy. So MSR Hubba Hubba. So tent poles. Then I always use a footprint for tent floor or whatever, because, well, at least for the Hubba Hubba, in order to save weight, they made the material very thin, which also means the tent floor is quite thin. I never had any hole in it, but in order to protect it, I prefer having, bit second tent floor weights. Weight's not much, 100 whatever grams, and folds very small. I like using it just for protection. And then the packs. These are the original ones that came with the tent, but I also bought other ones. So I have two kinds of packs. Is a pack? So these are the simple ones that came with the tent, but I bought this version here. These ones, they are more for rocky, very, very hard ground. So I have two types of packs with me, which is very good. So I can mix them for whatever situation I'm in. Of course, it's not, I only have one or two spare ones. I need all of them, but still they're mixed. Two different versions. Oh, chaos here on the ground. Okay, here we go. And then the tent itself. Here it is. I always carry my tent in two different dry bags. It's the inside and it's the outside. And the reason is outside gets wet. So in the morning you want to put the tent together, and then maybe the inside is still dry, but the outside got wet, condensation or rain. And then when you pack it both together in one bag, they touch each other. They go in one bag and then everything gets wet. So I prefer having whatever is wet, like separated. So this would be the inside tent, dry. And then this is the outside tent, the tent fly, wet. So separated from each other. I find very practical. There was a tent already. Yeah, okay. Then you come to the cooking system. One thing that's missing in here is the gas cartridge. Would add another 250 to 500 grams, whatever size you buy. So it's I don't do crazy cooking, so I only need this here. It's like 500 milliliter. 650 milliliter titanium from Lixada. So it's one big pot. The lid, which I use for mainly for the water cooking. And inside I have a smaller one. That's then for the coffee, just a coffee mug. And that is 300 milliliters. Put this back in here. Then also inside the whole thing goes the MSR, the stove. So it's a little lighter in here, and then that's the tiny little stove that goes onto the gas cartridge. Yeah, you know the thing. Yeah, it's not for heavy cooking, it's just for maximum, I would say, for this 500 milliliters, 650 milliliters of water. Then it's not, yeah, cannot carry heavy things. All right, chaos. What else do we have here? Okay, then we have now we are approaching what I would need inside of the tent when it's set up and I'm preparing for the night. These are things that are deep inside and I don't have to access a lot. It's one, well, it's not a down jacket, it's a synthetic jacket, but it's warm enough for me. Yeah. It's a Patagonia Nano Puff jacket, classic. I sometimes sleep with it, if it gets very cold. Well, but during the day I don't wear it. During the day I don't need it really. I don't feel cold. So that's why it's deep inside. I only need at the campsite when I don't move anymore, and then in the tent or when it gets cold in the evening. What else we have here? Okay, then one thing that should not be so deep inside is the first aid kit. I know. It should be a bit higher up, but it's my first aid kit. Also very big, because I like to be prepared for all sorts of eventualities, and so it's like there's many patches. So I even have the repair kit for my sleeping mat in here. Then it's like blister patches, like all sorts of stuff. So if I break my arm, like start bleeding, I don't know. Then there's some tick removal things in here, different versions. There's some tick stuff I took especially for the West Island way. There are different ways how you can remove a tick. Never needed so far. Then in here, medication, ibuprofen, then something against diarrhea. This is like, because I'm wearing hearing aids, I need batteries and things like that. Then this is a little, also for removing ticks, it's a little, light and a magnification glass to find the tiny little ticks. I couldn't find a smaller one, so carry this. So, actually pretty standard first aid kit. However, you could argue that for hiking it's way too big. That's something you would keep at home or in your car or something like that. But that's what I carry. What else? Okay, more dry bags are coming. This is a dry bag with fresh clothes. I know it just by the color. Green one, I know. Okay, here's my underwear. I would have 2 spare underwears, in total then 3. Same with the socks. I would have 3 in total. So wear 1 and then carry 2 socks. Same with the t-shirts, 2 spare t-shirts. Also here you could argue that's way too much. You just need 1, you just need 2. I go very well with 3. So but that's I know I could reduce weight here. Just carry less. And even more, second dry bag. This is then really for sleeping. That's my pyjama. I don't need on all hikes. I only need it now in October when it was cold. In Norway during the Lofoten crossing I did not need. Well, this is something, just like in case I don't sleep with the long underwear, I would sleep in this, because it's a bit nicer than sleeping in the old underpants. So it's just a sports pants, which I could also use for swimming if I want. Then that's a merino long top. I would sleep in that, use it as a pyjama. Same with these, how are they called? Long johns. That was a merino underwear for the legs. And that's basically in here. That was that. Now, cushion. That's a C2 Summit inflatable cushion that goes together with the C2 Summit mattress that we have here. And that's a big fella, because that's the winter winter sleeping mat. It's the C2 Summit Ether Light XT Extreme in large. So that's a, you could call it a monster mat, but I really prefer being safe, especially last October, in case the temperatures really go to 0, which they didn't. The coldest night I think was 6, but yeah, I know that's something I could really reduce, and you could, yes, just have 1/3 of the size with a very much smaller mattress. But well, that's what I took, the winter mat. Another crazy thing that I never needed, but it's just here for safety, because I was hiking through the mountains and I didn't know maybe it starts snowing. It is, what do you call them? Yeah, it's spikes put under the shoes, so if it gets icy in the morning, and yeah, it's really then safety. For me, I like carrying them. They're heavy, and it's crazy to have them. Micro spikes, I call them, and yeah, just for safety. If you're in the mountains and it's icy, then it's really dangerous if you lose the grip and then you're dead. So that's something I really like to carry, even though it's heavy, but it's just a compromise then. I want to be on the safe side, so I carry it. And that's what was in this big compartment. And we haven't even finished yet. Now, this is the sleeping bag compartment, the lower zipper here. What do I have in here? Okay, it's a bigger towel, also one of these. It's much bigger, 150. I don't know why I carried this, because I didn't need, but yeah, in case you go swimming or you find a shower, you might need a bigger towel, so I carried it. Then sleeping bag, very important. I always put my sleeping bag in a dry bag, because that's the only thing I really don't want to get wet. And yeah, what do we have in here? It's a Mammut Ayungilak Compact Spring, I think it's the name. So it's a 3-season sleeping bag. Yep, 3-season sleeping bag. Comfort zone down to 8 degrees, plus 8 degrees Celsius, which I can confirm, because that was pretty much the temperatures I had during the West Highland Way in October, and that was definitely the limit of this sleeping bag. Yeah, it weighs 1,050 grams. It's not the lightest one, but yeah. I think it's also, I'm not sure if you can still buy this, or maybe a similar version, Mammut Ayungilak, because I bought it together with the backpack in 2009. Yeah, so it's pretty old. Okay, what else we have in here? Oh yeah, and this is just this one thing. It's a bit annoying. This only I need when I go somewhere by plane. So pretty much most of the time. Because this is hand luggage. Yeah, it's a tiny little foldable backpack. And yeah, I need something for on the plane to carry them. Yeah, the cameras, the drone, the batteries, all these things. Yeah, you need something. You need a tiny little bag for the plane. And usually I would try to leave this at my accommodation. I did that in Norway during the Lofoten crossing. I had this with me, but I just left it at my accommodation, and because I came back to the same place after the hike. But just here during the West Highland Way in October and also in May, I didn't come back to the same accommodation. It meant I had to carry this. First it looks big, but usually I would just put it around the sleeping mat and just put it in there, and then it's not that much anymore. And it also just weighs a couple of 100 grams. I know, it adds up, it adds up. And that's it. It's empty. It was the unloading. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, you don't want to see the floor now, because now everything is spread out here. But now you know it. I'm checking. Okay, it's already almost 1 hour of the video. All right. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, let me know down there in the description, in the comments, and I will put all the gear, the whole full gear list, all the names, everything I mentioned in this video, I will put in the description, so you'll find it. Yeah, if you're interested in any of the products that I should make a more detailed review, or you have any questions, or especially if you have recommendations on how to reduce all the stuff, then yeah, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I am Speed, over and out.